Hey guys, my name is Kira. If this is the first time on my channel, you're welcome. This is just a video that I really want to make because I think I kind of somewhat announced that I'm starting my graphic design journey all over again as a freelancer. I have worked as a multimedia, maybe not as a multimedia, but as a digital producer before, which is more of I created like content for social media. I also did a bit of video editing, and but predominantly it was graphic design. I've been kind of in the industry, I guess, for on and off for like the past 5 years, but it was 2 years, 2 to 3 years ago, where I decided to just pursue it as a career, and I failed. Because of work ethic, I do believe. One is because I think I was just afraid of, I had a very distorted, it was very hard. I think one thing for sure that's really difficult for designers, is this mic on? Yes. One thing that's really difficult for designers really is most of the time is like people don't know what type of niche they want to really pursue, and that's what I've learned. But just in my journey of graphic design and just kind of recalibrating and just thinking about it and reflecting, I've noticed that in the beginning, really having a solid niche is not really necessary. It is in the interim where you learn and you start to see that, but wait, this community is maybe underrepresented, or this community is not spoken of a lot. A lot of people are not really creating content, or they're not really, like a whole lot of people are creating. And community cannot, I'm not talking about black, white, race, or whatever. I'm just talking about just certain societal discourses that exist. Sometimes is maybe for accessibility, or I know there's just many other communities that need graphic design services and the like. So finding a niche for me is was not really my main thing. I'm not really about finding a niche or anything right now, but I kind of struggled, I think, in the beginning with the type of client that I wanted to work with. And also the money, right? Because in the beginning it is very hard, one, to secure clients, and two, um, the money that people are prepared to pay you, it does not take you really far. You know what I mean? It is not sustainable, really. And the kind of clients that I dealt with as well, I had very bad experiences when it came to clients sometimes. And I think I've spoken about this before, but that's just the learning curve, right? Like, and maybe I also did not have the diligence to continue, you know? I think my work ethic as well, I was not as diligent as I was supposed to be to actually see this through, right? And instead, I ran away because it was too hard, or I just didn't like the uncomfortability of selling myself, or maybe just marketing myself, as a designer. It's very uncomfortable. I don't like it. So just that for me was a little bit hard. But now I saw that every time I tried to run away from graphic design, it just crept on coming back. It just creeped back. And I know that I love, logo making. I know exactly, in terms of, now when we're talking in terms of the pillar that I really want to go into, it's just logos, right? I love creating logos. I just love the industry of graphic design and how people can use creativity to just communicate what a brand's ethos is, and really use that to reach to a target audience or whatever, right? And to really create, to set apart visual identities for brands and to make them stand out, and just identities that are timeless identities, and that are memorable, right? But that's just the visual representation of the brand. It's not really, it's just one thing that helps in cultivating a community that that brand is aiming on reaching, right? And I love being a part of that. And one thing for sure also that I saw is that I was afraid of growth. I had a very distorted view of growth, and actually financially as well, because I felt like I was idolizing money. Like every time, I couldn't really state how much I really wanted to make, as a designer. And I think that kind of, um, it it slowed down the process for me because of my fears of making money, my fears of because I felt like I was idolizing it, my fears of growth, because I felt like every time I wished of growing in a certain way, I felt like I was idolizing it. And, which was not true, right? If you want anything to grow, there needs to be a goal. And with the goal, then you'll understand how do you get there, right? Then you create steps as to how you would like to get there. Now I do believe that I have a much more cleaner understanding, a much more pure understanding of growth by prayer. And I do believe that this is actually what I do want to, what I really want to pursue. I love logo designing. I love cultivating and really crafting memorable identities for brands, and also assisting, and that's why I'm starting over, because I don't want to give up on this thing, and yeah, I don't want to give up on just being a designer. I know that I do have the gift of creativity and the gift of design. I know that I am a good designer as well, and there is still much for me to learn, because this is such an ever-changing industry, and I think that's what I love about it. It constantly keeps you on your toes, and I love that. And I want to work with people as well, understand how to, because at the end of the day, guys, it's not every client that's going to be bad. It's about really cultivating relationships of longevity and retaining, just, and really understanding the basis of retaining relationships, right? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, like, I love creating identities, I love design, and I love sharing as well, just cool places where you guys can find helpful resources. And I think that's just what I want to do on this channel as well, is to show you guys where to get helpful resources, my journey as a designer, what are some of the hiccups I come across working with clients, and to just take you guys on that journey as well. What are my ways of doing things, and I only hope that we can grow together and I can learn from your guys' journeys too, right? And yeah, so comment down below, tell me what you think. I know that there's some people that have been messaging me and just saying that they also in their beginning stages of graphic design and trying to cultivate just an environment of, just trying to kind of foster themselves and just trying to grow as freelance designers as well. And yeah, I think the world is our oyster, to be honest. And if I just keep at it and not give up, and, like, when things get tough, not run away, or just be like, I can't do this, or this is not for me, or anything, but to just soldier through it, because I know this is what I'm called for. This is what the Lord has gifted me with, I do believe. And yeah, just partner with people and find ways. I think it's all about communication and finding ways to kind of overcome the problem, that's at hand when working with clients. And yeah, the other thing is that I didn't like following people for my money, because some people will be like, oh my gosh, but anyway, I've spoken about that. Let me not talk about that. So yeah, this is the reason I'm starting over my journey. And over the next months and stuff, I'll just take you guys through my journey as a content creator, but not that as a graphic designer, and create, tutorials and the like. So it would be lovely for you guys to tell me what you'd like to see more of on this channel, and I look forward to growing with you guys. God bless.